World Turns.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Queers and Soaps. I'm joined by Eric.
Hi.
We're talking about As the World Turns, September 4th to September 18th. Let's roll the credits.
Good stuff.
Yeah, we have some exciting stuff happen in these
hmm
episodes.
So there must have still been something going on. Did you see like they said something about like it won't be on tomorrow? So there must
Yes.
have still been
Well, it
some,
said Monday. It said it won't be on Monday.
right?
Yeah, so
So there
because I
still
was like,
must
wait
have
a
been
minute.
some court things going on in September because these episodes seem to have gone together. The only big stretch was that one that said Monday. I think it was like
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
September 10th.
I was thinking
And
Labor Day, but it wouldn't have happened. No, Labor
no.
Day usually doesn't preempt soaps.
Yeah, so I think they were still preempting for some reason. Probably some fallout.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so let's get I don't want to be disrespectful to the fans of Lily and Holden, but we'll get that storyline out of the way.
No, it's funny because who I forgot who I was talking to about Lily and Holden. It was a while ago, but they literally had the exact reason that you said that's the reason why he doesn't like Lily and Holden. It was one of my friends on Twitter. So it's like he always blames Lily for everything. Very
I'm team
obsessive,
that
very
person.
jealous.
Because I liked Lily when I watched like the 86 episodes, I think when she first came on, I liked her then, or 85, I forget. Whatever the one before Martha Byrne was.
Oh,
And then I
Lucy
got to see a
Deacon.
little bit, and then I got to see a little bit of Martha Byrne, and she was good by herself, and with Dusty, but I just don't see the magic with her and Holden at all. It's
This is the thing. I
annoying.
see it later because I think Holden definitely calms down by the 90s.
Yeah.
I don't know if it had much to do with the or the recast.
Yeah.
I nearly spoiled something there, but if we get to that
I don't
point, but
know, but in the 80s, they're just boring. Like I just feel like there's not much story. She's at this diner still, and blah blah blah.
I
Holden's
actually wanted her to be
jealous.
with Lance.
I didn't care. I was just like, get them off my screen. Get the
But I
storyline
kind
out. I
of
just
want
want
her
her
back
back
in
in Oakdale.
Oakdale. I want her back in
Yeah,
Oakdale.
same.
I want her to deal with the fallout of everything that happened.
Right.
Um,
It's been long enough. Like she left in June. It's now
mhm.
September. Like,
It's December.
girl.
It was the summer story's over, basically. Like we get it.
Although Although I feel like these 5 episodes that we watched, I think Casey had like the same shirt on like the whole entire time. So I'm like, is it the same day for all these episodes?
What the big 18 on his shirt? Or was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that was it. Okay, that was him.
I'm
Okay.
like, is that an Eagle shirt? Because like it's like a green shirt and it just has number 18 on it. Yeah. So what did they do? I think she was at this thing. They're gonna celebrate her 18th birthday?
18th
17th?
birthday. Sammy should have graduated high school at 17, which I thought was pretty cool because I
Yeah.
was only like 2 months. Me personally, when I graduated from high school, I was only maybe 2 months in to being 18 when I graduated. So I thought that was really cool that she graduated at 17. It was
I
still
was 17 when I graduated. I turned 18, I think that September. Um, I'm the youngest of my friends, thank goodness.
oh.
But yeah, we have Holden. Holden was somewhere. I guess he ran off after he like saw her with what's his name, Lance, at some point.
Lance. He went to a
I want to
bar.
call him Wayne.
Lance, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Um.
I just think of the snacks. That's how I remember his name.
Yeah. What else did they do? She talked to Dusty.
Mhm.
He wanted her to talk to like Lucinda and Iva. And she's like, no. She
Like,
wants her
nah.
to come home for her birthday. She's like, no.
It's like, nah. It's like, I'm
Nah,
good.
nah, I'm good. Um, that's about it. They celebrated her birthday. She had like flashbacks.
Where where is Lillian Holden at? Like, I forgot what
Wyoming.
Wyoming? Okay, that's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah, they're in Wyoming. I did make note of that. Um, yeah, nothing. There's no storyline with. I don't know. It just bores me. That's like the
I
worst
know that,
storyline in my opinion.
I know that so it was funny because I was watching the episodes in, like, so if I watch the episodes the day of, I watch it in, like, I watch it, like, fast motion. I don't
Mhm.
fast forward them, but I just turn up the speed so that way I could get through them quickly.
So they talk like chipmunks. I'm
Well,
kidding.
they didn't exactly talk like chipmunks, but when it got to the point where they were, oh my gosh, line dancing? When they were line dancing, it was the funniest thing ever.
I don't even remember. I think I just zone out when they come on. I'm like,
So they were line dancing. Lily has flashbacks when she blows out her birthday cake and runs off and cries. but
oh,
but
okay.
but
So,
since I was watching it fast motion, she was like,
so was that a real flashback, or was that like a? I thought I wasn't sure if it was a
wow.
fantasy of what would happen if she was home, or a flashback.
I'm
I wasn't
guessing that's
positive.
what it was. Yeah, I'm guessing that's the
Okay, I
second
wasn't
thing you said.
sure. Um, and I feel how did it end with Yeah, Emma and Iva
They
talk about Lily coming home. Everybody just wants her home. They're all worried about her.
Are you talking about this
Well,
episode, or are we talking about all the episodes?
I'm just talking about them, their storyline, so we don't have to talk about them again.
Okay, so so Lily and Holden, they make up, of course, because super couple status, and
Yeah,
um, yeah, and I actually
I
did like
thought,
the scenes between Martha Byrne and John Hensley. I'll give them that.
and I
Because I
think
like the actors, so I like the
I guess
actors.
he did he run off because he was jealous? I don't even remember why he ran off, but he ran
He
off. Oh,
ran off.
he got arrested. I
Yeah,
forgot
he got
about that.
arrested. Yep. Holden got arrested. He basically begged the cop to let him out because he could like talk smart with him. And when he went
Yeah.
back, when he realized that he made a mistake and was jealous, was being a jerk, he went back. He was going back to see Lily, but he was speeding. He was like 75 miles per hour, very dangerous, as you know.
Don't do that at home,
And
kids.
and they and he gets arrested. He stays at the jail for 2 days because Lily mentions that she hasn't seen him for 2 days.
Right.
Um, he begs the cop to leave, like to go back, like basically explaining the whole thing, and the cop was like, "I'll let you go. Just go straight to your woman and do not speed." And that's how he let him out of jail.
Hmm.
Then he goes back. Lance admits that he loves Lily. But Lily's like, oh, I'm all about Holden. So Lance understands it wasn't anything bad. Um, then at that point, when Lily kissed him on the cheek and hugged him, Holden came back.
Of course.
They had, yeah, of course, because soap
They're
opera.
big on that. This one is big on that.
Yeah, they are.
Really constantly
Yeah,
happens.
because it happens later with Margot and Hal and Tom. The same
Yeah.
exact thing happens later. Um, Holden and Lily, they talk. I forgot exactly what they talk about, but I remember liking the conversation between them because John Hensley and Martha Byrne are good actors. So um and I like them a lot. And that was it for them really. Because it was
Yeah.
yeah,
Boring. And they
because
were in every
between
episode too, but
that
they
was
just
between him going to jail and
right.
the reunion, that was where the birthday party happens. There was like line dancing. Tommy, if you want to put in
Yeah.
that Bugs Bunny clip where he says promenade around the room, promenade like a bride and groom. Because that's exactly what I was thinking. By the way,
uh,
Mean Tunes has old classics, so if you want to watch that,
yeah, I don't have that channel.
I think it's like a streaming channel. I think it's
Is it a
streaming.
streaming channel?
Yeah, because like Novell always brings it up, and I always wanted to see it. I always wanted to,
All right,
I
I'll have to
want to see it,
look.
but yeah.
All
Back
right,
to us world
so
turns.
let's get to the interesting stuff.
Yes, where are we gonna start?
Sabrina asked Seth about Franny. and
Mhm.
their kiss because they had kissed the night before. That's what like I feel like, and I don't know, these episodes go together, but I guess it must have not been on a lot
Mhm.
that year. Like I would have been a very pissed off soap fan. Um, and he didn't tell Franny about the kiss.
Mhm.
Tom tells Hal he will fight for Margot. Um, Seth says that it wasn't an accident, compliments her on her big yellow dress. Lila tells Casey about Sierra getting a call from Craig.
Mhm.
Tells Lucinda, Iva, everybody's finding out. Duncan worried about James being around. So yeah, James is still lurking around, still
James is still
hiding
lurking
through the
around.
town. I don't know why they don't know where he's at, because I feel like he's at somewhere that people go, like
I feel
some
like
of
yeah,
these
I feel like
cabins.
it's someplace. I feel like it's someplace close, and people
Yeah.
aren't looking.
Um, Margot, Hal, and Tom um, question him. Question who? Oh, Duncan.
Oh, Duncan. Yeah, Duncan. I was gonna say. I was like,
Yeah.
I forgot the guy's name.
What is going on with Jessica and this Otis man? What is happening with that?
I don't know.
She got like a letter or something. I was confused by that.
I thought Rory
I
was the
don't
one
know.
that got the letter from
So
Heather.
Roy's the one that got a letter. From who?
Heather,
Who's Heather?
because it rhymes. No. The character really is named Heather. I think that's his ex-wife. I'm not 100% sure.
Okay, so maybe their storyline's gonna heat up then.
Yeah, I hope
But
so. I mean,
she meets his aunt
I'm a
Otis.
person of color. I don't have faith in that in the '80s, so
We'll see.
we'll
Hopefully,
see.
because I'm interested in whatever this letter is about.
Hmm.
Um, Duncan calls for Jessica to go to the island. Um, but I don't think she gets there in these episodes. I don't remember her being there.
No.
Um, Shannon tells Duncan that he's being set up. Lucinda tells people about Craig's phone call. Well, they think it was Craig. Sierra thinks it was Craig because they couldn't hear him. It was like, shh, whatever. We
Hmm.
didn't, we saw her on the phone, but we didn't hear anybody talking. So I don't know the
Yeah.
situation.
I wonder what
And I guess
happened
he
to Scott
remembers.
Bryce.
Yeah, yeah, right.
Yeah,
We'll have
because
to
like I
look
want
something up.
yeah, because it seems like a. I know he comes back.
Vacation,
I know that
probably
Craig comes
vacation.
back at some point, but I don't know the reason why Scott Bryce wasn't on the show at this point. Maybe they were just maybe they were pulling a Hollyoaks and characters were on and off.
They were very much on and off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
on and off like, I mean, I don't mean current Hollyoaks where everybody's just dying or leaving, but like the
they
past where where
GH
they rotate them at.
GH was like that too. Like there was
Mhm.
very back burner people. Like Demi Moore was off for like 5 months before she came back.
Okay.
Um, Sabrina painted Seth into the mural
Ugh.
in the hospital. She's getting creepy,
She is
like single white female shit. I feel like,
before single white female.
yeah, few years, right? I love that movie. And Meg is mad at everyone for not going to the party, which I forgot we were still dealing with the aftermath of the party because I guess everything. I don't know. It almost feels like all these episodes are like a couple days.
Mhm.
It's weird. We don't know time in Oakdale. Um,
Unless they show like an
Antonio,
outside shot of like Oakdale, like at sunrise, then you know it's another
yeah,
day.
and we find out that Tonio is not invited to Seth and Franny's wedding.
If there is a wedding.
You don't know.
You don't know.
Um, we have a flashback of Craig telling Lila, like, I guess she just is having memories of Craig, and he's like, my mom's not going to be going out there in a va-va-voom dress or whatever.
Yeah, Margot was like, va va
She was
va
in
va
this,
va va voom.
she was in this like low cut black
Very
dress,
it
and I
was it,
guess
it was very flattering on her
it
too.
was flattering on her. It was cute. Um, Casey comes by. He says that being apart is stupid. She's like, "Well, you moved out." He's like, "Well, I shouldn't have." He was only pushing marriage, not to lose her. Telling you, I'm so invested in these people, these two.
Mhm.
I love them. Lila gets an offer to go to New York. Um, she'll have a manager. She'll have whatever she wants. Like they just want her. And I'm not blaming them. She's a really good singer.
She's really good, yeah. I'm surprised that the
Um,
deal wasn't for her to go on Broadway.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Shannon says that there's a Charles Pearson is working with James, who is Duncan's right hand man,
Mhm.
which I don't remember if we knew that already or we found that out in these episodes. I kind of
Yeah.
suspected it anyway.
Yeah.
Um, Dusty calls Holden. No, wait. Oh, yeah, to have Lily call Lucinda at night, but we already talked about that.
Mhm.
And I put he acts like an idiot. Lily fantasizes of flashbacks, blah, blah, blah. Sabrina thinks about the kiss and fantasizes about sex.
But Seth.
Creeper. Um,
Cuz I just want to go over the scene really quickly.
go for it.
The way that it was, like she had her back sprawled on the wall, touching the like the painting of him that she clearly put in there on a tractor. And then
Yeah.
like she walks away and then Seth appears. And he goes right up to her and kisses her. And she's like, "But I'm not funny." He's like, "I know. I loved you since the day I first saw you." And then they kiss. I thought, ah. And then she knocks out of it. I think I'm going to post that on Twitter.
Surprised you didn't.
I'm surprised I didn't. That was like a.
um, next episode we have um as Dusty and Lily are talking on the phone, Dusty's still trying to get her back, and Lucinda and Rod are there. They have some words. um, Casey and Lila talk. She's going to New York. He is not excited. She's only going for a month, I think, at this point. I guess
Mhm.
just to see how it goes. When she leaves, Taylor is there to pick up the pieces, of course. When she
Like
just leaves
Taylor
the
always
station.
is.
Yeah, I still don't know what to think. Like, I almost
I don't
feel
know
like
either.
I don't know if she's just acting like this to get closer to Casey or what. Just she's like, oh, I really care about you two and I want you together. I came to Oakdale trying to get you, but I don't, it's cool. I don't know. But I think Margot's kind of on to her, which I think comes up soon.
Yeah. Yes, I think she is too.
But I'm not on to her. I'm confused. I'm like, well, I don't know what this girl wants. Um, and Paul, so Emily, I guess, goes back to James because she's going back and forth telling everybody she's like and looking for a job and all this other crap.
Mhm.
Paul seems to trust Emily because she did come back. She's like, "Oh, you must love my dad because you came back to us." And I don't really know what's going on with that story either because he's banging. What's her name? Um,
Monica?
Monica. Ew.
Like, ew. And
I don't
and
like this
and
story.
somebody in the comments on the video made a great point. Like, how old is Monica supposed to be? She's supposed to be 17, like Lily was
Yeah,
in these episodes, or was she supposed to be 18, like Lily is after her birthday?
I'm guessing 18.
I'm hoping 18.
I guess we'll
I'm
find
hoping
out
18 because I don't want
if
to,
it's
because like
right.
we don't want to add unless Illinois, which is where As World Turns to Set, has rules. Either
I don't
way,
know.
it's icky. Like I don't want to add pedophile to the list of all the deeds that James.
Um, Kim, Lisa, and Nancy are on. They don't really do anything. Seth and Franny, they talk about having a barbecue. Um, Lisa wants to make Margot and Tom reconnect at the barbecue. Well, if they work together at this for this wedding, maybe they'll get back together. Blah blah blah. Interfering mother.
Because that's what moms do.
Hmm. Um, Lucinda still wants to send Rod packing. Um, she is shocked that Rod is going to tell his story in front of, I think it's like professor's class or something, or
Yep.
his psychiatrist
Dr.
class.
Michaels has a class of not Sabrina. Wow, that Franny is in. That
Yeah,
Franny
there's
is
like
in. So
five
remember
people in the
Franny.
class.
Yeah, remember Franny is a psychology major. We want you to
Yeah,
remember that Franny is a psychology major because Franny is impartial to certain things
right.
because of the Douglas Cummings thing and because of the whole. There was something else too. There was another thing. I forgot what the other thing was.
All the things.
You know, there are all the other things that happened with her in the past, which made her a psychology major. I did
Right.
see, not to go off topic, but I did see the reveal that Douglas Cummings was obsessed with Kim, and that shit was the best. That was good. You know, he was played by the Flash, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, blanking on his name right now.
Oh
But
my
he's in a
gosh.
lot of stuff. He's in
Yeah,
Dawson's
he
Creek.
was
He's
Kelly
John
on
Wesley Ship.
John
John
Wesley Ship.
Wesley
Yep.
Ship. Yeah. So Rod says that if Lily comes back and he finds out that he's the reason she left, that he will leave town.
Mm.
So I'm like, see, he's a good dude. I feel bad for this guy.
Yeah,
They
and
they did a
that's a
good
testament.
job redeeming him.
That's a testament to Doug Marland's writing. Like they
Yeah.
it's not like with Luke where they want you to forget, like on General Hospital where they want you to forget. And you may know
Right.
more about this than me because you're covering GH. Um, it's not like with Luke where they want you to forget that this happened, that the rape happened with Laura. With As the World Turns, they said yes, the rape happened, but here's also the other things that factored into it, and this is why this character is so complex, and you don't know whether you want to forgive him or whether you want to still be mad at him or whether you both like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
GH, I feel like GH at first, I felt like they did that. They kind of wanted you to forget, kind of like when Lucy and Ray slept together and their um, niece and uncle on Dallas. They kind of want you to forget that stuff because they changed writing courses or whatever. Like, and
Hmm.
like Luke was only supposed to be a guest, so they was going to come on, basically rape Laura and leave. But he was such a fan favorite before he did that, they changed the storyline. So, but then they brought it back up in the 90s when Liz got raped and
Oh
so
yeah,
on.
yeah.
So then
Oh no, I'm at
they
the
did
80s.
deal
Like I'm
with
at the
it.
80s because this is where the timeline
Yeah,
would be. With I mean, Luke and
right.
Laura would have been gone by this point, but still,
Yeah, they were long gone.
they're long gone.
Um, Josh and Meg talk. Apparently Meg is the one that had the crush on him. Josh Rod, sorry. Anyone that gets confused are the same people. I wish he would pick a name and stick with it, but he really doesn't. And she came on to him in the past, and he didn't come on to
Oh.
her. He's like he wants people to tell her, but he's not outing her. He's not like, hey, And plus, like, I don't think people would believe him anyway, even if he tried. So that's
Mhm.
probably why he does. He's it. Whatever. And she kind of just moves along and doesn't say anything. Um, James calls someone to meet him later, which I'm guessing it's the dude with Duncan, but I'm not positive. I don't
Mhm.
like because they do meet up at some point. Um, Hal and Margot are being cutesy at the police station. Tom walks in and sees it, of course. Tom's still fighting though. He don't care.
He's fighting.
Hmm.
Now, are Margot and Tom divorced? Like,
Not
are they
yet.
like, not yet? Okay.
No.
Because
That's why Lisa wants to have them together to keep them together and not
okay,
get
that makes
divorced.
sense. Okay. Because like I know that they last a long time. At least, but I don't know if there's a break in between or if
I don't know.
yeah, I don't know.
We have a scene with Pam and Dusty, and they're like, she moved his like jocks, his jockey shorts or whatever. I'm like,
I
I
remember
don't
those.
know, but they do end up kissing after that. which I'm not like totally into them. I don't even know where this girl came from.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I don't know, but it also should be noted that Dusty's moving out
yeah,
to
so we
go
claim,
because he's. I guess he's not going to Harvard. He's going to Oakdale U.
yeah.
So,
James gets Lucinda to do his bidding and threatens Craig's life again, basically. Um, yeah, so not too much, just storyline building.
hmm
Um, Margot comes to see if Lila is ready for New York. Is she having second thoughts? And she is. She admits that she is. She doesn't know, and she admits that Casey's too young, and she just feels like I don't know. She's just kind of beaten down and just sad about Craig and just depressed, basically.
And now, part two of As the World Turns.
Oh, and then she asks about her feelings for Tom. She's like, I know you have feelings for Hal, but you also still love Tom. So what's going on there?
hmm
Um, Kim and Franny talk. Uh, they want to have Kim wants to have Lila on her show I guess
all
when she gets back to
patterns.
Oakdale. Yeah, I want the show to start. Damn it!
I want patterns to start. Like that was what
We're
I. That's
talking
what
about
I
it.
knew. No, that's what Kim was known for when I around the time I first started watching.
And then I put, does she have a note about Sabrina? There was like a note around. Somebody read a note.
Oh, I didn't even.
Um,
I think I missed that.
yeah, I don't know. Some bank dude calls Emma for an appointment.
hmm
I guess they want to like repo her farm.
Yeah.
Hal looks more into Doris's murder. Casey goes to Margot for help with Lila. Um, she's like, give her space, whatever. Hal hears Margot talking about running away from her problems because she was saying how Lila's doing it and Margot feels kind of the same.
hmm
So he's like, what's going on there?
Yeah.
Rod Josh tells his story to the college class. He was beaten up by his stepdad and tells about the rape and all that stuff. Um, and Franny seems proud of him. She's like, I'm glad you did that, whatever. The bank dude comes to the farm. Um, and she's like, "Oh, I don't want to sell the farm." Basically, she's like, "My husband's buried out there. Everybody's buried out there."
Right, sorry, out there. I
listing
got
all
three
her
mortgages on this place.
listing all her family members that are dead, buried on the farm.
I could bury you
Sabrina
there if
comes.
you're not careful enough. She didn't
I
say
think
that,
this
but still.
this is where Sabrina seemed nice. I don't know. Sabrina's complicated. I guess because she's only in it for Seth. Really.
Mhm,
And she comes by and she's like, I offered to pay for, to help her with money, but she's too proud. And if
mhm.
there's anything I could do, let me know, whatever. If there's
Yeah,
anything
because
I could,
I
anyway,
forgot that Sabrina's got a lot of money. Sabrina's loaded,
yeah.
so.
So, Emma comes out. She wants to sell her engagement ring and the wedding band. And the bank dude says, keep them. I was kind of into them. I'm like, does this bank dude get involved with Emma? Because I'm like, I like their chemistry, and he was like sweet with her, and he's like, we'll figure it out. We're not gonna
Yeah.
take your house. We'll figure things out.
Mhm.
So I don't know who this bank dude is. I did not get his name, so that's why he's
I
bank
guess I
dude.
either.
But I hope he gets involved because I kind of want Emma to like see him or whatever. I don't know if this is a thing or what, but I guess something's going on with this farm. I don't know. Josh says he'll always regret what he did to Iva, Josh Rod.
Joshua.
Um, and that Betsy basically helped them have the balls to go to a shrink and tell his story and everything that he's doing now.
Mhm,
Of course, we see Seth hugging Franny. Seth sees Franny hugging Rod. Sorry, I lost track
mhm.
of thought. Lila confides in Kim about Casey. She says people will talk and age and blah blah blah. And I put grr because I want them together. Hal snaps at Margot. I guess because he overheard that and he was upset about it. And then he's like something about it's about. She's like, "What's your problem?" He's like, "Oh, it's just Stenbeck's contact. I can't say anything else," which is ridiculous because aren't they partners?
That's what I'm thinking.
Like, why can't you tell your partner what's going on in the investigation or whatever? I think
Yeah.
he's just upset probably about what he heard her say.
I also feel like that this is going to eventually wind up like the Lily situation, where like everybody finds out that everybody knows that Craig's alive except for Sierra.
Well, Sierra already felt like
I
it
mean,
because
Sierra
isn't
knows, but like,
Sierra's
I mean,
gone to find him?
oh,
She
right, right,
left.
right.
Yeah,
Or
she's out of town looking for him.
or how do I even put this? Or everybody knows that Lucinda's involved with James, but doesn't want to really admit it, or
Yeah.
like James is like the person that's on the other line of the phone.
Well, yeah, because he keeps threatening her, and if you tell anybody, he'll kill Craig or he'll. Now he knows where Sierra is. He knows her flight information, which is what we have, I think, in this one.
Mm-hmm.
Lucinda's talking to what's his name? Her darling,
Ambrose, darling.
Ambrose. Now I forgot his name because you said darling last time, and now I'm like, I don't remember his name. No, I'm just like,
No, because
her
every time,
darling comes in.
just remember, every time she says Ambrose in the room, she says Ambrose, darling.
Yeah. She didn't even say his name this time. She just said, "Hey, her darling." Um,
I
so
love
there's
Liz May she rest in peace.
Lucinda thinks about Lily, her darling, comes in. Um, James calls and harasses Lucinda again. He's with Monica. Ooh,
Yeah.
making out and just being disgusting. Um, Tom comes in.
Emily is a year older than Monica, I think.
Bleh.
So that's still
I know, I don't like this stuff. Oh, Barbara wasn't seen in any of these episodes. She must have
I
on
was going to say
vacation.
that at the end. I was like, so who's all missing?
Yeah, Barbara is. Um, Tom comes by after Hal leaves. Casey comes to take Lila to the airport. And he says to Margot to keep him posted on Lila.
Mm-hmm. No.
I know. Tom tells Margot about Duncan's alibi checking out. So I guess Duncan can't be the killer.
Mm-hmm.
Duncan and Charles have words. Blah blah blah. James and Kathy being gross. I put Kathy. Her name's Monica. I I don't know why I thought her name was Kathy.
Don't worry. I get confused about the whole Kathy thing too.
um, James meets up with Charles, that's Duncan's right hand man, orders him to do something to Shannon. Um, Lucinda is nervous because James knows things. He knows Sierra's flight number and all that stuff,
Mm-hmm.
so he can hurt anybody anytime he wants. So she's like, how does he know all this stuff? Like he's got eyes everywhere, this man.
Yeah.
So that's why she's doing everything that he wants.
Whereas if this
Basically,
were 2024, he would have just, found something on the dark web about her and just
yeah, Google it.
Google it. Google her flight
Um,
information from the dark web.
Monica comes in looking for Dusty. Casey sent Casey sent presents with Lila. I guess he like hid them somewhere in her stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and he put a note in there, and it has like a star with her name on it for her door and stuff. I'm like,
No.
why can't they just be together? Um, I know. Charles tells Duncan that Shannon is missing, and then we see someone laying on the ground, who we assume is maybe Shannon.
Uh-oh.
I know. And I was like, what? Because I know Shannon lives, but I wasn't sure what they had her do. So maybe they knocked her out. I don't know.
Yeah.
Chloroformed her. That was a big thing.
Yeah,
But we don't
chloroform.
know because we're 8 episodes later. It's just September 18th, and something happened, and we don't know what. Because I put Shannon is fine. She wants to
Shannon's
stay with
fine.
Duncan on the island.
They're
Um,
finally a couple.
yeah,
Again, because I think they were married before, so.
yeah.
But that was off screen
Off
land.
screen.
We didn't
Yeah.
know who they were at the time. Yeah.
hmm Emma and I have a talk about Lily might come home for Franny and Seth's wedding if they have it. Meg comes in.
If it happens.
Franny calls. Um, and Meg's like, oh, Seth's so in love with you and blah blah blah. And then we see Sabrina and Seth about to bang outside. I was like,
They did bang.
well, they were about to, and
Oh, they were
they didn't
about to?
bang yet. Yeah, they weren't banging yet. They were about to
Oh, yeah. Okay.
when
Yeah.
she said
Okay.
that.
I jumped ahead. Yes.
And you jumped way ahead.
Yeah. They're about to
Nah, it's
bang.
not
She
too
didn't
far.
notice she didn't say anything.
No, and I
She didn't
didn't
even
know.
talk.
I I thought it was like consensual because in the next scene we have Franny like talking. Bob and Franny are talking, and Franny and Seth had a fight. So I'm like, oh, okay. So Seth turned to Sabrina and banged, which is a normal type of soap thing that
Mm.
happens. But no, that's not the case. Andy gets home, but he doesn't. They don't really do anything. Um, Franny
Mm.
tells Casey that she and Seth got in a fight. Dusty and Lily talk. He's moving. That's where he's moving out. John told Pam about Dusty and Meg's situation last summer, and he's all mad about it. He's like, "Why would you tell her that?" I guess because he wants to get involved with Pam, even though I don't know where she came from.
Yeah, she came from nowhere.
She just
Nowheresville.
came from nowhere and just got thrown right in there. Like we're supposed to know who she is and accept it. I'm still like, who's this girl? Why do you want to be with this girl? You just met her.
Okay, just as a reminder, she's John's cousin, right? Or John's niece,
I,
right?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, because I think it's his sister's daughter or something. Um, John told me, oh, wait, I said that. Rod and Betsy talk. If I were Lindsay Frost, I would
Mm.
have gone into the offices and be like, why am I here? They seriously send her out of town every week, every other week. Now she's got a job in Chicago, working Monday through Friday,
Hmm.
got to fly to Chicago and come home on weekends. And she tells her daughter that. I'm like, you're a shit mother. They're making her a shit mother. Like, they should have just Betsy and Steve should have just went off together as Meg Ryan and the original Steve and not have come back because this, like, if for fans of them, I feel bad for them. Like
Yeah, I
fans of
really do.
Betsy and Steve because this is the shit. Like this is absolute shit writing.
Yeah, I wonder what I wonder if some of that is contract stuff. But then there's also like the cycles, isn't there? Aren't there 13-week cycles in some contracts?
I don't know.
Yeah, because they could because if she was like binded to like a contract, like
Well, fine.
say
Don't
I don't know when
you
she
don't have to
leaves.
have you just don't have to have her on. You can say she's still around. Like, why does she have to leave town all the time? It's so
Yeah, but
stupid.
also they recasted her, so we have to use Lindsay
Right.
Frost in some ways. So I'm wondering if this is like a contractual thing that like she has a guaranteed number of episodes, but
It's
I wonder how
not
much time we
good.
have left with her.
I thought she was on until 89, but if I'm hoping she leaves soon because she seriously does the same
Yeah,
crap
she
every
doesn't
season
do
she's on.
anything. Like it's like and it's a shame because I like the actress. I like what she's contributed to the role of Meg. I'm sorry,
She's
I'm
a
thinking
good
of Meg
actress.
Ryan of Betsy, but
I do not blame Lindsay Frost for leaving if this is the
yeah,
reason because her story is terrible.
I'm gonna have to watch
Like
some
give the girl
Lifetime
a
movies with
story.
her in it.
Oh my gosh, they're good. She's really good.
Yeah, I'm a part of a
The great
Lifetime movie club. I'm a Lifetime movie group on Facebook. So
type her name in on Tubi. She has
yes,
a
it's
lot on there.
going to be.
Stop at Nothing's a really good one. With her and Veronica Hamill. The Great
Oh,
Los
from the Hill
Angeles
Street Blues.
Earthquake. Uh-huh. The Great Los Angeles Earthquake is really good. Dead by Sunset is really good. Anyway, um, she's a wasted talent
She
as World
is. She
Turner.
really is. Like, I don't even know any other character on this show right now that's as wasted as she is. Maybe
Seriously.
maybe Patricia Bruder, because Ellen Stewart, because I haven't seen her on there in a while
Yeah,
either.
but Ellen's like recurring. I feel like she's
But
like
Ellen,
full blown recurring.
well, no, wouldn't she be contract because she's listed like I think third down from Don Hastings on
Really?
credits. Yeah, she's like a huge deal. She's really a huge deal to the history of the show, but they don't really play that well.
No, not at all. Because I
And
had no idea. I mean,
except
I
for
do.
Emily, I don't really see much of the Stewarts on here anymore. So I think they were phasing the family out.
Yeah, they definitely. It seems like it. Um, where were we? Emily gets home. Yeah, Emily comes home, whatever, with Rod and Betsy there, whatever. Um, Rod goes to help Emily, and she has like a bag full of boys' clothes, and he's like, "What are you doing with these?" And what was she doing with them? Like, was she doing his laundry? I'm confused. Well, like,
I have no
I was
idea.
confused. I don't know why she had the clothes either, but I guess they're Paul's. I don't know. Unless she was bringing them clothes.
That could be it. I
Maybe she
don't know.
picked them up and just stopped at Betsy's. I don't know the situation. Because I feel like that's the end of that. Oh, God. Um, a, Duncan and Shannon make sweet love.
Not by the fire. Well,
And
there
he
was no
says
fire.
that
I'm just referencing South Park, of course, but
he says she's the pluckiest lassie that he's ever had or something. I don't know.
it's the
I just
pluckiest
thought that was
lassie she's
funny.
ever had.
Yeah. Seth didn't know that he was banging Sabrina
Dun dun dun.
because she did stay quiet. And she's like, I just loved you and wanted you, and I would do anything for you, even if I had to be someone else.
Sabrina!
Girl.
That's not how you do that. Go
And
back to England with Colin or whoever his
I
name
put
is.
bitch cray.
Crazy.
um,
I
Betsy
think
DeFon.
I'm hoping they soften her up by after, like, when they recast both Franny and Sabrina, because
Well, I don't know. She's interesting at least. She's not
yeah,
Lillian Holden.
yeah.
Betsy defends. Why do I keep saying defends?
The Fonz.
Betsy defends Rod. Betsy defends Rod to Emily. Meg calls Rod a filthy rapist, and he shakes her.
Like, it was very okay. Maybe it's because I had it on at like 1.75 speed, but it was very violent the way he shook her.
Yeah, well, it wasn't the nicest thing to say.
Yeah, it
Meg was
wasn't the
being a
nicest
bitch.
thing,
But yeah, he's not helping his
you
case
do that
any.
in the hospital in front of
Right.
everybody who wants you to fail in life because of something that you did that was horrible.
Right. Not a
Not
smart move.
exactly a good case on your part, Rod.
No.
Josh or Josh Rod.
So Seth and Emma talk or whatever, and I guess he's on his way. He's like, I'm gonna go find Franny, and that there might not be a wedding. So I guess he wants to tell her.
Yeah.
Bob talks to Franny about Seth and Kim. Sabrina gets home and wants to talk to Franny, and that's how we ended it. And I'm like, is she gonna just tell her? Yeah, there was some good stuff. I liked everything except Lillian Holden.
Of course.
And Betsy's non-story. So I guess
So
she's
you
just
already
gonna
said
fly
that
back and
Barbara's missing from this episode. Who else is missing? Well,
yeah, it felt like we were missing some people.
Ellen Stewart.
Yeah,
I don't think I saw Nancy.
she's hardly. I think
Yeah.
Ellen's been on like two. Nancy was in the first episode we watched.
Oh, she was. Okay, that's why I thought I heard
She
her.
was,
Yeah.
but she's hardly on. So
She's hardly on.
she's
Yeah.
very yeah
Christopher was on. So.
yeah right.
Little baby Christopher.
Even Danielle. Damn.
Danielle was on. And Brian, well,
That's
Brian's
right.
always on. Like they try out that baby all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh my gosh, especially Lucinda was like using him, like making him like an airplane.
Yeah, yeah.
She loves herself some Brian. Like that, I think that would be her first grandchild. So that would make sense.
Right.
That would make a lot of sense. So
Yeah, I don't know where these stories are going. I'm guessing that Sabrina's probably going to tell Franny first,
that's what I think too.
and then she's going to not want to talk to Seth,
I think the wedding's
and
going to
it'll
be off.
go. I'm guessing. Yeah, I guess. I I don't know. I guess Franny would need some time to at least digest it. But actually, he does feel bad though. So like, I thought it was going to go a different way and just him fall for Sabrina. But he actually is like upset about it, and that's why he is going to tell Franny, which I like, that he's actually going to do that instead of actually hide it from her like they always do in soaps. And
Yeah,
then
I
they
think
find
they're
out
gonna.
later.
I think they're gonna. I think since Sabrina's gonna tell uh Franny first, I think Franny's gonna think that like Seth was trying to keep it from her.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess James is involved in these murders.
Yeah,
He's probably just
yeah.
getting rid of his loose ends.
I think so.
Um, Otherwise, I don't know why they're being murdered, if that's not the case. Um, Lillian Holden, I don't care. If she comes home, I'll care a
So
little bit.
I hope she comes home. I hope they come home. I hope.
Seriously,
I
it's
think that
annoying.
I think the one item that I missed was that Holden doesn't like Lily doesn't know that Holden knew the whole time.
That's right. That
Yeah.
is right. Yeah, you're right.
So I think because I remember, and this is like a mild spoiler that like at the end of Martha Burns' run in the late '80s, they're not together. So I don't know. I don't know what leads to that point.
And apparently that Pam dates him at some point, from what I read. So
Yeah.
Pam's just there to date everybody, it looks like. Um, I don't know what Megan. Oh, Tonio wasn't seen.
Oh,
We
Tonio
don't have
wasn't here.
Tonio.
Yeah, there was no
He was
Tonio.
talked about but not seen. Craig obviously hasn't been
Yeah,
around,
obviously Craig. Yeah,
only in the
I think he's just
flashback.
off for a while.
What's Lila doing in New York? Like, is she's gonna like that's the most one I'm invested in. And Margot, Tom, and Hale, I'm invested in that.
I know that eventually Andy becomes an alcoholic because there was a Christmas episode that aired in like
He didn't seem
a
drunk in
classic
this one.
episode of a Christmas episode that aired in like 98 when I was around the time I was watching. And well, Tonio was still on the show, so so it kind of shifts. But
Yeah, but Andy wasn't drunk in this one at least, so I guess he's not
no,
full
but
blown
I
yet.
know eventually he becomes an alcoholic. I know it eventually
Kathy's
happens.
leading them down the dark path.
Yeah. Too. You have anything else to add?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I have a question actually before we wrap it up. Was Lindsay Frost in any movies with William Fichtner? Do you know? Or
I
Julianne
don't.
Moore at least?
Not that I can. No,
Okay.
I don't think so.
Because that would be interesting if they if they reunited for like a made for TV movie or like a
Yeah, right.
Hollywood movie or something.
I know, because some people do. Because after Dynasty, Heather Locklear and Emma Samms did a movie together, called Illusions, which is on Tubi.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's an interesting movie. It's pretty wild.
Oh, wow.
I think it was made for like Showtime, so it's
Oh.
interesting. Yeah, I would check that one out too. But yes, I like when they do that. They have movies together after the fact.
So if you like what you're watching and want to support us, you can donate to our Venmo at Queers and Soaps. This will be used for equipment and subscriptions that we have to pay for to support the show.
Yeah.
And as always, you can follow us on social media at Queers and Soaps. And until next time, bye.
Bye, everyone.